Dear students, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today's our topic is working mechanism of PCR. Just I will write it here. Working mechanism of PCR. It is polymerase chain reaction. As you know, the polymerase chain reaction involves different, or we can say several cycles, but each cycle completes within 3 steps. The first step is denaturation. Denaturation. The word itself indicates that denaturation is actually the separation, and we know that it is a double-stranded DNA molecule. First of all, it must separate its strands, and it is why it is called as denaturation. This denaturation occurs at very high temperature. The temperature required in order to separate this DNA, or we can say in order to denature this DNA, it is 95-degree temperature. And when separation takes place, now we have 2 strands of the DNA molecule, and each strand acts as template for DNA synthesis. This is the first step of polymerase chain reaction cycle first, or we can say any cycle. Now there is second step. It is called as primer annealing. Primer annealing. Similarly, if you remember well, primer is any source of the DNA which contain more than one target DNA which we are going to amplify. This primer annealing, actually annealing means hybridization. Annealing means hybridization. When it is primer, it is oligonucleotide which contain 13 to 26 or 25 or 30 base sequences, nucleotides, and it is complementary to the single-stranded DNA which we have to amplify, which we have to enhance. Thus, hybridization takes place when we have this molecule. Hybridization will take place, but the hybridization will take place at low temperatures. For hybridization, we must have the low temperature, but not so low. And if the temperature is too much low, then a problem will occur that is called as mispairing. The proper pairing will not take place. For example, proper pairing means we have to pair adenine with thymine, guanine with cytosine. But when their temperature is too much low, there is mispairing. Now question here arises, how much temperature is required for this hybridization, or we can say the annealing? Actually, there are different views, different thoughts and different investigations. The most approved one is, there is a formula. That formula is T is equal to twice 2 adenine plus thymine plus 4 multiplied to guanine plus cytosine. This is the formula. It is also called as TM, melting temperature. And simply this is the number of adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine within the oligonucleotide. And when we will calculate them, for example, they may be 2, 3, 2, 4, whatsoever it may be, then we have to multiply it with the 2 here, and here we have to multiply it with 4. And we know that how much temperature is required in order to we can say in order to denature one adenine from thymine, guanine from cytosine. And in this way, when we will have exact number of these sequences, we will get the exact temperature. And mostly the temperature which is required for this very program, it ranges from 52 to 58 degree temperature. This is the second step in any cycle, in one cycle of the PCR. Similarly, there is a third important and final step. It is called an extension, or we can say the polymerization. When it is extension or it polymerization, that it is the combination of the different units. But in order to continue this very step in the PCR, we require some things. First of all, there must be magnesium. It is divalent ion. Similarly, we have deoxynucleotide triphosphates. Or we can abbreviate it as DNTPS. Triphosphates include deoxynucleotide adenine triphosphate. Similarly, there is guanine triphosphate. Similarly, there is thymine triphosphate. Similarly, there is cytosine triphosphate. Besides, the enzyme which is required for this program, it is Thermus aquaticus DNA polymerase. Similarly, we have to mention the temperature. The temperature required for this, we can say polymerization, combination of the different units, it is 70 degree temperature. And we have to keep this step at least for 1.5 minutes, or we can say 90 seconds. This is the third step about which I am going to discuss. Similarly, in this step, as you know, we have different things which have to require. For example, magnesium divalent hai. Similarly, there is deoxynucleotide triphosphate. Similarly, we have the different enzyme which we called as Taq DNA polymerase. But the concentration of the magnesium divalent, we have to maintain it. And it has been found that there must be 1 to 4 molecules of Mg divalent per mole mm. And in this way, the first cycle is completed. The target DNA is obtained from the primer copies. And when this cycle is completed, when this step is completed, with the completion of this step, we will see that the first cycle is completed. Now we have the target DNA which is synthesized. And again, there is preparation for the second cycle. For this second cycle, this double-stranded DNA, it will again denature. Now double-stranded DNA will come in the form of the single-stranded DNA, and each single-stranded DNA will act as the primer. And in this way, the process will continue ahead, and we will get the double number of the copies. But one thing we have to remember here, in each cycle we will get the double number of the DNA copies. So if we will indicate the number of cycles by n, for every n there is 2 copies of DNA. And in this way, we will get the different how much number of the copies we require we will get, and this is how the PCR works. Thanks.